UEFA Champions League last 16, and of course to start us off is at the Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool, the same stadium that Liverpool won the title against Tottenham Hotspur last season. Chepto, going at Wanda Metropolitano, playing against Atletico Madrid, this game surely is tough. But advantage for Liverpool because wanaanza away, then they have the Anfield to finish it up.
When you look at Atletico, they have a few injuries. That one I agree, they have injuries. But at the same time, they are very good, disciplined defensively. They are a very defensive team. They are not scoring a lot of goals. Most of their games, when you see, they have just won 1-0 or have drawn 0-0. So at the same time now, Liverpool, we are in good form. We are going there in a very good form.
Na nyinyi ndio mabingwa.
Na sisi ndio mabingwa. And every team in Europe wants to beat the champions.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very difficult game for Liverpool. But I just hope even for just a 1-0 tulete tu bao moja Anfield.
But this is the same Liverpool that can even lose 3-0 away and then, come back and win 4-0. A case in point is against Barcelona last season. But that's something we need to wait and see.
Yes.
That was Barcelona under Ernesto Valverde, but this is Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone. This is a tough game for Liverpool.
Yes, it's a tough game for Liverpool, and I think this is the only competition that Liverpool can afford to lose, literally. The good thing with Klopp, the one thing that I like about Klopp is that if he's going to play a team that he hasn't played before, there are two outcomes. He'll either try to scrape for a draw, or he might lose that match. If he loses that match, it's a learning curve for him because he learns how to beat you the next time we play. And the good thing is with the Champions League, it awards you the second leg, the return leg option. So even if he loses now, he can still win it back later. Now for Atletico, one thing that you need to understand right now with the injury bouts that they have currently, they will never do counter-attacking football. That one, you can be assured they can't, unless Korea has the ball. But that's a slim chance. For now, what the best thing they can do is actually win it through set pieces. So it's either a free kick, or a corner kick, or probably a penalty if Liverpool end up having. The defense, the back side is, or the back, the defense is tensed up.
Yeah.
But that's unlikely. But this is at least a Liverpool, at least a draw or a win for Liverpool, for me.
Mackenzie, going to Wanda Metropolitan, we know how oiled and defensively Atletico Madrid can be, more so when they're playing at home. But the problem with them is that they can play so much well defensively, but they get, the lack of consistency uko mwisho towards the end of the game wanapigwa 1-0. I remember there are games against Barcelona zimekwanga tu inakwanga add ikifika huko 80 minutes unasikinga Messi amefunga kabao moja tu na game imeisha. What do you think Liverpool can do? Because these guys will come and be oil at the back. Liverpool will come to attack. Can they attack? Break the defense.
It's a very tough game for Klopp. A very, very tough game for Klopp. And to me, he's dreaming of killing this game when he visits Wanda Metropolitano. Now let us go back to Simeone. He's at ease, ako nyumbani. And the Simeone we are seeing in La Liga and the Simeone we are seeing in Champions League, these are two different faces. So it's not going to be a walk in the park
for the champions.
And when you look at Klopp, like Jonah said, it's much complicated. Kwa game yenye Klopp ajui ataachilia, then akungoje second leg. Kwa game yenye hajui ataachilia.
Just let it
then we meet when it comes to the return leg. And the return leg itakuwa Anfield. So hii game, I expect no miracles. Sioni surprises ikiwa kwa hiyo game.
So for you, Atletico wanashinda?
Probably.
And you? I know it's tough.
It's a very difficult.
Na uko katikati hapa. Being a Liverpool fan, umejipata katikati.
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult game to call. Let me just add something about Klopp. also what I've seen about Klopp this season, when he plays probably opponents that he has not faced before, tuseme like here Atletico, what the team, he'll set up his team, maybe just the kawaida 4-3-3. Then the players will try and learn that team for the first like 20 minutes. Waone hii team, is it are they counter-attacking? Are they defensive? And then now they adopt in the game as the game proceeds. Yes. So we have been very tactical. We have been very disciplined this season. So it's a very difficult game to call. But I'm hoping for maybe a 1-0. Also a draw won't be bad. Then tukuje tumalizie Anfield. Yes.
Jonah, your final prediction: Liverpool, Atletico versus Liverpool.
Personally, I'll prefer if Liverpool either drew or they lost this game. Ask me why. Because second leg will mean that they will concentrate fully on the game. If they get a win at Atletico will be determined
to get something at Anfield.
To get something at Anfield. And for some, and I don't know, and I don't know whether Markin senses this. Do you sense that Liverpool at sometimes are a bit cocky at times?
Yeah, very.
Exactly.
So the guys wanasema ya kwamba it's a tough game for sure, and of course when it comes to Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone, games are always tough regardless of which opponent he faces.